Yo producers, and welcome to a walkthrough video of the Beatcrusher version 2. This plugin is designed to create heavy kicks for hardstyle, rawstyle, hardcore, uptempo, Frenchcore and much more. Let's dive in this brand new extreme kick drum distortion. Let's do a quick walk through the plugin. A lot of new updates, but to start with, I like to enable the multiband function. So it's now working like the Beatcrusher version 1, but then, yeah, with a few new tools. I think a lot of new tools. On the left side, we have the input. So the preset sounds like this. And what we can do is just increase the input. And in the end result, more distortion. But there is a new function, twice as loud. So right now we're putting 24 dB of gaining, and then, yeah, twice as loud as 48 dB of gaining into this really nice distortion, and it will just fuck up the kick drum. I love it. I love it. I'm missing this function in a lot of distortions. So right here we have three effects. We have a ring modulation, a flanger, and a phase distortion. The ring modulation is really nice to play around with on kick attacks because it's creating a kind of metallic steel kind of vibe. I can show you what I mean. Let's give it a little bit of spiking. And now the ring modulation. Can you hear this giving a metallic steel kind of effect? I love that. The flanger is a very cool effect to put on your tills or full kick drums. An example, we have now this sound. If we now increase this, it's giving a really nice, warm stereo effect. Just do it gentle and play around with it. Phase distortion. As you can hear, it's giving a really weird effect and I love it. I also do this gentle. These are three plugins I love to use in my chain. But for this plugin, we did bundle them inside the plugin. So in this way, it's very easy to do everything with one tool. We have a new distortion unit. We have a few more distortions. Play around with it. I like to use the hard clipping. Next to that, we have a filter, low pass, band pass, and high pass. And there we have the second distortion unit. Soft, hard, and even more distortion units. Right here is the order function. I always keep the distortion 2 at the end because it's working like a limiter or clipper. So the rest of the functions are just, for an example, I just blindly do some stuff like this. Sounds like this. And if I now go through the orders. Ooh, whoa. You just get another sound because it's, switching the chain inside the Beatcrusher. And it's just a workflow booster. And I love this one. You almost get an uptempo gig. Of course, you can use this plugin for rawstyle, hardstyle, hardcore, for anything. On the right side, we have the LFO function. This is a new feature. I'm very proud of it. What you can do, you can link LFO1 to the filter, for an example. Then how much and how fast. You can decide to do it on milliseconds or syncing it to a rhythm. Now, in this way, you get a very nice sound. You get a little bit of movement into it. Oh, nice. And what if you do this? Ooh, love it. Second LFO function, you can link this to another destination, to the flanger, ring modulation, distortion 1, filter, distortion 2, same way. Then on the right side, we have the output and the mix. The mix function was also a new function tip by Furion. He told me I like to have a mix function. Also watch out, because if I bring back the mix function, there will be a very loud sound popping through the plugin because it gets boots a lot. So watch out with these functions. In the equalizing, you have 3 bands, and you can just play around with them. Now I can also focus on the low end, boost it a little bit, play with Q. The more low end, the closer. You can hear it. Now we can enable the multiband function. If we do that, we have the high end over here, mids over here, low end over here. And if we click on the lows, this is changing for only the low end. And if we click to the mid, you can see a change because you can do this all again on the mid bands. And if we switch to the high end, you can do everything as well. So you can EQ, distort, filter, flange, ring mod, and all crazy stuff. LFOs, you can do this on the high end, mids, or the low end. Then right here you can gain every band separately, and you can play them on solo to listen what's going on. And I think this is one of the best functions we did enable in this plugin. You can also choose on which frequency the transition is to the new one. So for the multiband, I will pick just a random preset, number 5. Whoa. Well, it sounds like Millennium Hardcore right now. Let's solo the mid band. This is what's happening in the mid frequencies. I can change the frequencies in the EQ. I can change the filter. I can change the position right here. Nah, I don't like that. No. Nah. I think this one was pretty okay. Okay, let's keep it this way. Then I go to the low band. And I will solo this. Then you can play around with the sub frequencies and do everything separately. And now together, I can also change the transition frequency. Wow, you can do so much. And then on the high end, I like to put the volume all the way down because I just don't like to play with another multiband band. But I know a lot of guys will do. This is just taste for me. I like 2 bands. Another one. Ooh, getting loud. Another one. Well, this is how the distortion is working. This is what you can do with it. You can use it for raw style, hardcore, up-tempo, for anything. I know pretty big guys are using this plugin from Frenchcore to hardcore to raw style and to up-tempo. And I'm sure you can do it as well. I hope this walkthrough was a bit helpful so you have an idea of what you can do with the plugin. Also be creative. And if you have something really cool made with it, tag us in your Instagram story because we will share it.
NS Audio.